Okay, now to go over the sets. The first set we're going to be going over, I consider it as the primary combat set. This is basically, you're not doing anything with the controller other than just using it normal. You're not holding anything special. So I'm going to kind of go over through kind of like a crash course through it. And if you can hear my bird in the background, it's because he really likes making movies as well. So if you hear him, then I guess you could just yell at your screen back and say hi to him. I'm pretty sure he'd hear you. He's got really good hearing. Anyways, if you pull the right trigger, it activates skill number 1. If you hit X, that's number 2. Number 3 is Y. Number 4 is B. Number 5 is right bumper. Okay. Now if I click in the right thumbstick, that is my action key, or the interact key, so I can greet NPCs with it. It's F, I can revive people, I can pick up loot, I can pick up weapons, I can interact with the game world like you normally would. If I click in the left thumbstick, that is my dodge key, so I can do it different directions. I put it there because it was most comfortable for me, since the majority of games usually have that as either a sprint key or a dodge-like mechanic. If I hit left on the D-pad, that puts F1
Feel
into play.
the fires of Balthazar.
And then up on the D-pad is F2. Right on the D-pad is F3.
I summon the power
and
of the
then
storm.
down on the D-pad is F4. If I hit start, that will pull up my map. And if I hit the back button, that will weapon swap. Unfortunately, Elementalists can't weapon swap because they start with 20 skills. So, now to cover set 2. The difference between set 1 and set 2, besides the key bindings and everything, is all you're doing is holding down the left trigger. So during the whole process of me saying what the keybinds are, I am not going to let go of the left trigger. So, right now if I hit the right trigger, it activates my healing skill. If I hit X, it's number 7, Y is number 8, U is number 9, and the right bumper would be my elite skill. If I click in my right thumbstick, that will sheath my weapon, or pull it out. And if I click in the left thumbstick, that would change me from running to walking, or vice versa. So, if I hit the start button, this will actually select the closest creature to me. I think this only selects on monsters that give you experience. So, that's always handy to target something really quick. And then the back button works as the escape key, so it can remove targets or remove windows that are obstructing your view. As for the D-pad, I don't have anything set up on the D-pad right now, so it could be set up to whatever you want it to be. Now, going on to set 3, which again I'm going to be holding just one button during the whole process, and that button is going to be the left bumper. So right now I'm holding the left bumper, and this is more of a non-combative set, so you don't want to be doing this in combat because it could screw you over. If I hit X, that won't do anything right now because I don't have it set to anything. It's actually set to the weapon swap. But again, you can keybind that to something. Probably like World vs. World or something, pulling up the menu. Y is set up to Y, ironically enough, for my friends list. And then B is set up for my guild. A is still jump. It's still the same. And, which I don't think I covered it in any of the sets, but I don't know, in the back of my head it's just default for every game. A is always to jump. If I hit the start button, that'll pull up my inventory. If I hit the back button, that'll pull up my hero panel. And then if I click in the right thumbstick, that will actually toggle combat mode. So right now, I'm out of it, I'm in it, I'm out of it, I'm in it. So right now I can control, in combat mode, I can control where I'm looking and so on and so forth. If I'm out of combat mode, I can only control where my mouse goes and how my character moves. I can't control the camera. Clicking the left thumbstick doesn't do anything. I don't have that keybind to anything as well. I can also zoom in and out with the D-pad. So up is to zoom in, and then down is to zoom out. If I hit right on the D-pad, that will highlight NPCs, as you can see. And then if I hit left on the D-pad, that will highlight objects in the world, or gathering spots, so it's easier to find them. Now, since I have the mouse out, I can pull up my inventory by hitting start again. And since I have my mouse out, I can use the right trigger to select it. So basically the right trigger works as the left click for the mouse. And so I can just select things and drag them, move them around, or let's see, I can double click things by pulling the trigger twice, and then I can salvage something. I can also right click items. For example, if I hit the right bumper, so the right bumper works as the right click. So I can hit deposit all items up here, or deposit all collectibles, sorry. And then if I want, I can let go of the left bumper, hit the right trigger, and then hit the back button, which works as escape, so it clears my my view. And then of course left bumper, and then click in the right thumbstick, and now I'm back into combat mode. So as you can see, this should cover just about everything. I don't think that there's anything that you can't do in the game with this setup, other than typing to other people or emotes and so on and so forth. So other than that, if you do find anything, just be sure to leave me a message or comment on my video. But if not, I really hope this video helped you guys out. Again, use it to your discretion, because if something does happen with the file, you can't really go complaining to anybody. It's really your fault. I hate to sound like such a jerk, but I'm just being honest here. So just be careful and follow the tutorial closely, and if you're having any questions or anything, don't be afraid to ask. It's always good to be more cautious than rushing into something like this. And again, I honestly think that this isn't ban worthy, because all it's doing is making it so I'm playing with the controller. It's not like my character moves faster, it's not like they respond better or anything like that. It's just making it so I'm using a controller, which realistically speaking is not an advantage. In fact, it's probably a disadvantage, because the mouse and keyboard always seem to be a little bit more responsive when it comes to PC gaming. So I hope this video helped you guys out, and if it did, just leave a message, and hopefully I'll see you guys later. Peace.